All right, so right now we are talking about, this is our last week of factoring. We've been factoring for 3 weeks now. Man, I factored in high school for a month, or longer because the students didn't know how to multiply and divide. And now they're in algebra. But you guys are in much better shape. I hope you're enjoying the mental exercise of factoring. Okay. We had in 8th grade Algebra 1 on Friday. There were some people kind of freaking out about, different ways of factoring and all of this. And, that's why we have Khan Academy checking our work. And, just make sure if you have any questions about Mr. Field, does this strategy work or not? Put it in the organizer. Don't just bring it up in conversation and you don't actually know what the, example is. And then, that's not the way we want to do it. Any questions you have, put them in the organizer. Don't just bring them up in class because that is not fair to my brain. All right, so let's talk about perfect squares intro. The square below has an area of x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, that is our trinomial. We want to factor it. So the perfect squares, you should know that means that we're going to have the same factor twice. So we can draw the boxes, but the reason that there's different strategies is because sometimes there's a quicker way to get the answer. Okay, but I'm going to draw the boxes for this one. And I know some of you love the factoring boxes so much, especially the 8th graders again. You didn't even want to listen to me when I was saying the AC method. But that's fine. But it's all right. The box, I like the boxes too. Right? They're a very good visual. And so we know that these two boxes add to 4x. So that's got to be 2. So this thing factors into x plus 2 times x plus 2. So what's the side length of the square? X plus 2. All right, so you see that all of these factor in the same thing twice. And so what is that thing? That is the perfect square of the C term. So I see that 1 square root of 1 is 1. So this must be x. Oh, but this is going to have to be minus 1 because, as you see, the B term is negative. So it's going to have to be a negative. All right, so again, 6 is going to be negative 6 because the B term is negative. All right, so that one should be not too bad. And then here, it's the same assignment, but guess what? Rule number 1 of factoring, find the GCF before you do anything else. And then the GCF goes in front. So I know the GCF is 3, so I'm going to rewrite that. X squared plus 10x plus 25. So now I know that the square root of 25 is 5. Looking at the sign of the B term, it's going to be positive. So this is 3x plus 5 squared. No box is needed for Mr. Field. Draw the boxes. So you feel comfortable? Go for it. But now it's time for the factoring unit test. Try to complete this before you watch it. And here we go. Okay, so factor completely. Let's put my factoring skills to the test. Okay, x squared minus 3x minus 10. Put the GCF in front. And so that's going to be a 5 and 2. And we're going to have a negative 5 and a positive 2 in order to add up, bring down the GCF. And I'm done. So at this point, you should be factoring in your head when a equals 1 in the trinomial. If you're still drawing the boxes, that's okay. But you may be able to factor in your head at least. Okay, which expression is the result of factoring by taking out the greatest common factor? So the greatest common factor of 12 and 8 what is the GCF of 12 and 8? I think that's going to be 4. So if I take out 4, then I'm going to have 3x squared plus 2. Or 3x squared plus 2. There we go. All right. X plus 6, x plus 6. So that's a perfect square right there. So we just talked about perfect squares. So I know that's going to be twice those factors, those 6's, and is the B term is twice. And then I know the C term is when they're multiplied together. Now, if you draw out the boxes to figure that out, that's okay. But lots of patterns in this to make it a little quicker. Same thing here. All right, so but I'm going to fill this in for you. So that's x squared. This is 9x. This is 2x. And this is 18. Let's add to 11x. X squared plus 11x plus 18. X squared plus 11x plus 18. Oh, that'll just rain. But it's conference day. Oh, do you recognize that this is a difference of squares? Because you should. That's a different sign. It's a binomial. And so we're going to take the square root. And so that's 4x. That's 9. So this factors into 4x plus 9, 4x minus 9. Okay. Recognizing the difference of squares. 4x plus 9. 4x minus 9. 11 questions. Expand. Okay, I'll draw the boxes for this one. So we put the 9h and the 3 on top, the negative h and the negative 1 on the side, negative 9h squared, negative 3h, negative 9h, negative 3, combine, negative 12h, so negative 9h squared minus 12h minus 3. I'm rushing here, so if I made a mistake, we're about to find out. Math is not a race. I didn't make a mistake. Cool. All right, factor. All right, I'm going to use the AC method. I know I keep talking about these 8th graders, but they're fighting me with the AC method last week. You know what? That happened 2 years ago, too. I don't know what it is. So, oh my gosh, I almost did the box. So I'm going to do the AC method. So we're going to do x squared minus 18x minus 40. And then we're going to factor that. Negative 40, x squared, x and x. These add to negative 18x. I'm thinking negative 20 and positive 2. So we're going to have x minus 20, x plus 2. Oh, I said AC method. I used to do the AC method. It's slide and divide. So now we divide. All right. Okay, you can Google AC method if you want. There's another method, but you don't need to use that. All right, so now this is 1/4. And this is 4/10, 5/2. All right, so that would be 2x minus 5 and 4x plus 1. Okay. 2x minus 5, 4x plus 1. What is the degree of the polynomial? The highest exponent is 3. A rectangle has a height of 3 and a width of, express the area. Okay. Don't mind if I do. 12x, 9x squared plus 12x. 9x squared plus 12x. I can factor completely. Well, I better find the GCF. I feel like I did this one. Didn't I do this one? 3. Oh, it was 6 the first time. 10. plus 25. But it was. All right. So GCF 3, 3, x plus 5 squared. Looks like an error on my part. Oh man. If I have to do the whole unit test over, I will be so bummed. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Slide and divide, not the AC method. So x squared plus 6x plus 9. So that would be 3 and 3. X plus 3 squared. Well, better not do that because I got to divide. So, I mean, that would be 1/3. So then 3x plus 1 squared. Oh, look at that. 3x plus 1 squared. And my last one. Okay, expand. So it's going to be, all right, so let me just draw the boxes. 1, 6x, 1, negative 6x, 1, 6x, negative 6x, negative 36x squared. Cancel, cancel. 1 minus 36x squared. 1 minus 36x. Factoring unit test 100. Go, Mr. Field. All right. I'll see you guys in class today. I mean, this week.